The first paragraph is setting the scene. The first paragraph is setting the scene. Can you understand? Is it clear? Only the first paragraph. Are you clear?
No, madam. Could you please again?
Madam, repeat again, please.
First paragraph is the setting the scene.
Number 4. Right? Setting the scene. Setting the scene is entering the story, time and the period. So in a novel, the first chapter, that means this story, it talks about how in the first chapter telling in the story, mother is there, father is there, right? You give an introduction to the story. Like the first whole chapter talks about the story, background of the story. But in a short story, in a novel, the whole first chapter. Now, in a novel, the story is divided into chapters. In a short story, very few short stories has chapters, but mainly it has just pages. So, setting the scene, only the first paragraph is Rizam. First paragraph is setting the scene. Rizam, are you clear, Puta?
Yes, madam, yes.
Right, okay. So, setting the scene, entering the story. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give you a great deal of information. Deal means a lot. Deal means a dot. The meaning of deal means a lot. Deal information. Short story short to not, even the short story short, it gives us lot of information. Like a novel, like same as novel, short story give us lot of information. Right? They give lot of information in a short space. In Sinhala, we call parasa. In a short space means short area. Because in a novel, I told you there are about chapters 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 chapters. But in a short story, 5, 6 pages. In a short space, short area, gives us lot of information. Used in flashback, the writer. So when we write something, even now when I teach, I use different techniques. My techniques are different from Lasanthi Madam's technique. My techniques are different from Vehela sir's technique. Vehela sir's techniques are different from my techniques when I'm teaching. We have our own techniques. We use different techniques to approach you, to get close to you. So similarly, when an author, when a writer write a short story, they have the techniques to get close to the reader. They write to the reader. So the short stories, in a short story, writer can't write everything. Then it's not going to be a short story. No. Then it's going to be a novel. Can you understand? So therefore, the writer, to give information to the reader. We are readers. To give information to the readers, the writer is using one technique. Writer is using flashback techniques. Flashback. In Sinhala, we call flashback is Atita Avarjan. So Rizam, flashback means past compare with present. I will give an example like this. So, not like these days. Long time back, environment was not polluted. The products, the vegetables and everything was very free. It was very nutrient, very fresh. People were very good, very friendly. We had a very good atmosphere long time back, but it is completely different now. Environment is polluted. The vegetables and the products are mixed with chemicals. And the people are very cruel and vicious. And they don't have any humanities. They are not emotional. We have to live in a very, very difficult and very complicated world. Flashback technique. Rizam, did you understand?
Yes, madam. Yeah.
Right. So that is flashback. That is flashback. Bringing past to the present. So the writers are using flashback. If you have read any short stories, දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතක් වෙනවා ඇති මේ flashback technique එක. And especially teledramas and films වල මොකද කරන්නේ? Flashback කියනකොට they black and white කරනවා. So we can understand, right? Flashback. Oh, comments, you comment. Compare, comment, you comment. Which characters make to each other about past event. Comment. As an example, now in a film and a short teledrama, we can see, right? In a teledrama, the director select they don't select very thin and very fair boy can select කරන්නේ. For a thug, they will select, very strong, very dark color, tall person for a thug. Lover boy, very thin, very fair. Yes, Chaturika, sometimes in a novel they use flashback. Novels වල පාවිච්චි කරනවා. But
Yes, madam. That's fine.
But majority short stories වල තමයි
Short
පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ.
story. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
So right now. And lover girl na very delicate lasana girl කෙනෙක්. So when we look at the thing, අපි දන්නවා මෙයා this one is a lover. This a thug. But in a short story or a novel, we don't know the writer should write. So write a compare and contrast like this. Nimal was very good when he was small. He used to help everybody. He's a nice boy. Kamal was not like Nimal. When he was small, he was very selfish. He was always hurting other people. And he never thought about the others. Now compare and contrast. Who is the good person? Who is the bad person? Now Nimal and, so from my dialogue, you can understand. Now Nimal and Kamal, they have grown up, but still Nimal is good. Kamal is not good. Compare and contrast. So writing. Can you understand? Is it clear?
Yes, madam.
Right. So that is the characters. So, mama simple එකෙන් කිව්වොත් මතන් Chandrika wrote like a chat box එකට දැම්මා. In simple characteristics of the short stories. Short stories are short, have few characters. Have few characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maximum 5. Concentrate on talk about 1 or 2 events of the character. Talk about 1 or 2 events of the character. Spend only a short amount of time for setting the scene. Give lot of information. Using flashbacks and comments. Now I'm asking, you can give me in short answers. Yes? Chandrika, one character of the short stories?
Short story as a short. The first one.
Short stories are short.
Short.
Yes. Yes, who can give me the second one? No, thank you.
Yeah.
I will give you another. Yes, another person. Second character.
Small number of characters.
Small number of characters or few characters. Few characters. Samantika, no? Samantika ne dance kare. Is it Samantika again?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
Aisha.
So, yeah, Samantika. So
Short
you can
amount
say,
of time.
yes, Rizam,
A short amount of time.
spend small amount of time for what? Setting the scene.
Yes.
Setting the scene. Right. Another one?
1 or 2 events in the character.
Yes. Talk about 1 or 2 events of the character. Very good. Right. Anything we have missed? So we have missed
Deal
one. Huh?
information.
Give
Deal information. madam?
Compare and contrast.
Give a lot of information.
Deal.
Give
Yeah, deal
a lot of
information.
information. Using flashbacks and compare and contrast. Yes, Subhani? Right. So we know, yes, using flashbacks, right? You have an idea. So you have to study this and keep, because when I'm doing the short story, you have to, I'm telling now, right? So I'm telling you the so and so date, I'm doing the short story. So then you have to bring this as well, right? Now, what to look out in a short story? When we are studying a short story, there are some keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 keys, right? We have to think about. First key is the content. When we are reading the short story, we must know the content. What is content? I have written it. What has happened in the story? In simple, if I tell you, content is what is in the short story. Content is what is in the story. What is the story about? Content is what is the story is about. Simple again here. Kathawa mokadda. What is the story is about? Theme. In Sinhala we call theme. Theme. What is the main idea or the issue the writer is talking about? The main idea or the issue the writer is talking about. Whether the writer is talking about a cultural event, whether the writer is talking about a character, whether the writer is talking about like this one of my students told about Kumio, ants. What is the story is talking about? Idea and the issue. Then number 3, characters and their relationship. Characters and their relationship. What I have learned about the character, because now we have after characters, and we have to, there is a question of writing characters, right? What have I learned about the characters? You learned about the characters in 3 ways. What they say, what they do, their actions in the story, how they behave and act with their others. So I told you, by looking at a teledrama or by looking at a film, we can understand the characters. So the similar way, we must, by reading, we must be able to understand the character. The relationship, we must be able to know his father, his mother. How mother-in-law and father, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, their relationship. How the husband and wife's relationship. How they getting along. According to the story, are they having a wonderful family life? Is mother-in-law is treating the daughter-in-law well? Is daughter-in-law happy with the mother-in-law? Their family background. So we must be able to understand the characters. Then the mood. Very important. Mood. When we read, how do this story make me feel? So by reading this story, how do you feel? Do you feel sad? So sometimes when we are watching a film, we cry. Similarly, so when you are reading a short story or novel, sometimes the tears run down our cheeks. If it is a good, right, sad. Sometimes when you read a story, you get angry. You feel angry. Optimistic, you get very good ideas. Pessimistic, you get bad ideas. And sometimes you feel happy, you laugh while reading. And sometimes, if the story is not good, you boring, you throw away the book. Read 1 or 2 pages and throw away. Mood, structure, how it is built, the story is built. Now, when we are building a house, there is a structure, right? If you are building a house, if you are putting a 2-story house, the strong concrete pillars and then the concrete and everything. Similarly, a short story or a novel, there should be a good structure. How is this story put together? How the writer has put the story together? Does it start at the beginning? Because sometimes stories start from the end and come to the front. So you have to understand whether beginning of the story, at the beginning of the story, and work logically to the end. Start from the top and logical to the end. Does it involve use of flashback? Is the writer using flashbacks? Help you understand what is happening now, past to present. How does the writer build up tension? Tension means inquisitiveness, excitement, tension. Tension in the story keep you hooked. Tension keep you hooked. So the excitement keep you continuous reading the book. If the tension is not there, you will throw away the book. So this Achinta diploma is not equal to IELTS, but for some, I was telling you are disturbing my lesson, but some institution in UK and Australia, they equalize the diploma and the certificate, advanced certificate. We have two courses, advanced certificate and the diploma. So then you can, some, right? Right. So we'll go back to the lesson. We're more important. So the tension, if it is a good writer, if the writer is good, so that is why in some books are very popular, because that is the writer, the good writers, they keep the tension they keep the excitement to the reader. They give the excitement to the reader. So that is why some books are very popular among the readers. Now the style. Now each one of us has styles, right? The way we talk, the way we dress, the way we eat, we all have style. So similarly, the writers, right? The writers, they have, again, Chandrika, yes, if you do well, you can pass IELTS, because under writing, I'm doing most of writing activities, what I do based on IELTS. So my writing activities, most of them are, I am doing basically very much connected to IELTS. So if you do well, the diploma you can get through, you can get band 9 IELTS, okay? Right, again, coming back, right? Lot of questions. Those questions you can ask later after the lesson. I'm giving some time, right? So, style. So, the different writers like Martin Wickramasinghe, he has a different style. And then this Sannaskala, he has a different style, right? Karunasena Jayalath, he has a different style. Does the writer use images? Images means, in Sinhala we call it Pratilo, that means images, right? That images. Detailed descriptions or any other else that adds to the story. Is he using these techniques? How does the writer convey information? How the writer is convey information? What is the technique he is using? Information about the characters, as I told you, compare, contrast. Nimali is still, when he was child, he was a good boy. He helped people. But Kamal was not that. When he was a child, he was very naughty. He was irritating people. He's very selfish, right? So then we know about the characters. Does the writer contrast one character with the other? Now I told you. Emphasize, focus, highlight good and bad points. Emphasize means highlight, another word. Now exams. To gain a high grade, you must comment on structure, style, well as content, theme, and character. Remember not to spend too long telling the story. Sometimes the students, when you are asked to write the question, you write the story a lot without giving the answer. And then sometimes then you fail the exam, and when you come and, madam, I wrote 1 page, but I failed. So that is repetition. So you have to focus on the answer. So I'm don't worry, I will be teaching those. I'm teaching how to answer, don't worry. Right? Then students who gain high grades think about how an author achieves certain effects in the story, as well as what the author says. Right? So that is that. So therefore, when we are studying the short story, you have to focus on the content, then you have to focus on the theme, then focus on the characters, how many characters are there, how the characters relationship, how they act each other, then the mood, how you feel. Do you get pessimistic? Now, last year when I was doing the short story, the first short story and the second short story in the second semester, some students, they told me, madam, both the stories are very pathetic ending. So you will realize, why, madam? So I told, I'm not who selected the short story. It is the the education, it is the UGC and the board of consultants who selected the books, recommended books for the diploma. And I have come across most of the short story end with very pathetic, very sad events. There are very few short stories ends with happiness, right? So when you do the things, you will understand. So then mood, so then the mood, structure and the style you have to understand, as well as you have to know the characters. Right. Sometimes, yes, Chaturika, sometimes even the, what did you say? Sometimes some short stories writer also, yes, sometimes I have seen, yes, it's correct. Sometimes is the writer is also acting as a character. Yes, Chandrika, you're correct. So now I gave introduction to writing, and then I gave introduction to short stories. So next weekend, I am going to do notes and messages. I'm going to start with writing, right? Notes and messages. I will be sending my mail most probably when Tuesday. I'm sending my document on Tuesday. So check your mail, take the hard copies and keep. So then easy for you to go through, because it is very difficult by looking at the phone or the thing, because then you have, so as I told you, so paste them and keep them, because I'm going to give you a lot of activities. So if you want to do IEL test and take a band 9, work hard, Chandrika. Okay, right?
Yes, madam. Yeah.
Right. I will give you a few minutes. If you have any questions, you can ask very fast. Any questions?
Madam, tell me what is the spell of the fiction, the synonyms, the pro? You told me the pro like that. Can you tell me the spell, please?
What is? I did not catch it. I did not say. It is not clear.
Yeah, you told me some synonyms of the fiction.
Synonyms of fiction.
Fiction, yeah.
Fiction.
Yeah.
Short
You told me
stories.
some yeah.
Prose. P-R-O-S-E, prose.
Okay. Thank you very much. P-R-O-S-E, yeah.
P-R-O-S-E, prose.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, right. Okay. Yes, Chandrika is putting in the chat box. Chandrika is helping me a lot. Thank you very much, Chandrika. Anything else? So I can see a lot of students are interested in doing the IELTS. So basically, almost all my writing activities are based on IELTS, because I know most of the students who want to do IELTS. And even Vehala sirs, what he does for listening and speaking, even he does most of things that is relevant to IELTS, right? Okay. Then I will wind up the class. Doctorate Puta degree, actually we, yes, Sitara, actually we were hoping, we have already designed the syllabus, external degree, English, but only thing, temporarily it is being stopped, because, every external degrees, we were asked to stop because because of this money and other things, but we are hoping to do it very soon, right? Right. You can use Puta. You can use this little bit bigger book, right, for your activities. Not very small exercise book. Yeah. CR books, right? Is that all? Right. Thank you very much. Take care. Study my note. Study my note.
Thank you, madam.
Yes. Right.
Thank you, madam.
God bless.
Good night and God
Thank you,
bless.
madam.
God
Thank you,
bless.
madam.
Thank you very much. Right.
Yes, so much, madam.
Thanks. Yeah,
Thank
you're
you, madam.
welcome.
Take care,
You're welcome.
madam.
Thank you very much, madam.